Ban the net. Disturbing footage of a shark being bludgeoned by a fisherman has led to increased calls for a ban on drift gill nets in commercial fishery. The video was taken by an undercover activist and posted online by Mercy for Animals, and comes as 2 California senators introduced a bill to ban the nets nationwide. Drift gill nets are long walls of mesh synthetic netting held vertically in the water by floats along the top and weights on the bottom. Fish are caught when their gills get stuck in the mesh openings, the sizes of which vary depending on the type of fish being targeted. But non-target animals called bycatch are also captured. Sharks, dolphins, and sea lions often get tangled in the net and are unable to free themselves, leading to death or serious injury. Drift net fishermen claim the industry has implemented measures to reduce bycatch, including using nets with larger openings and electronic devices to scare off dolphins. Still, opponents say the casualties are unnecessary and unacceptable, believing that phasing them out is the best way to stop the horror. Lots of stuff lurking in the deep blue sea.
Ancient worm monster found in the Philippines. Scientists have known about the giant shipworm for centuries, but none have seen a living, breathing specimen until now. Giant shipworms aren't actually worms, but bivalves, like clams and mussels. They live in 3-foot-long tubular shells, planted in muddy, shallow bays. This unicorn of the mollusk world was recently discovered hanging out in the southern part of the Philippines. A local TV segment about the creatures tipped off a team from Northeastern University. They went to a lagoon in Mindanao's Sultan Kudarat province and managed to collect 5 live worms. Back in the lab, researchers cut off one end of the shell and took out the slimy, black, baseball-sized mass of flesh. Unlike the common shipworm, which feeds on rotting wood, its giant cousin has bacteria in its gills that churn out nutrients from carbon dioxide. It still has digestive organs despite its unique mode of survival, but they're tiny from lack of use. It's not clear how many of the weird-looking creatures are left in the wild, so the team is keeping the exact location of the shipworm home a secret. Locals, though, have been harvesting the giant worms for years, eating it as an aphrodisiac, medicine, and just a tasty side dish. 2-headed porpoise found. A group of Dutch fishermen discovered the first 2-headed porpoise on record last month, when they accidentally caught the animal while fishing in the North Sea. The bizarre animal was plucked from the ocean on May 30th, near Hoek van Holland, and is the first known case of conjoined twin porpoises. Not sure if keeping the animal would be legal, the fishermen took a few snaps of the dead creature before throwing it back into the ocean. Scientists are now hoping to learn more about partial twinning in marine life through the photographs taken of that specimen. Experts have already confirmed the newborn male porpoise died shortly after birth because the tail, which allows them to swim, had not stiffened. They also pointed out the porpoise's heads had small hairs on the upper lips, which should have fallen out shortly after its birth. The body also still had its umbilical opening. The 2-headed porpoise is the 10th recorded example of conjoined twins found among cetaceans. Erwin Campagnier of the Erasmus MC University Medical Center in Rotterdam noted that even normal twins are rare among whales and dolphins. The 2-headed porpoise, he says, is a result of 2 separate embryos fusing together or a zygote having partially split. However, scientists have yet to gain a full understanding of these animals.
Underwater aliens? Scientists recently discovered a rare species of shark that resembled aliens off the coast of Taiwan. Scientists from Taiwan's Fisheries Research Institute caught 5 of the mysterious creature off the coast of Taidong County's Donghe Township. First identified off the coast of Japan in 1986, viper sharks, or Trichognathus cabellii, have only been found off the coasts of Japan, Hawaii, and Taiwan. Its Latin name refers to the shark's triangular forward-extending jaws and glowing markings on the shark's body. It isn't known if the markings are meant for communication or for attracting prey.
Faceless fish found in the abyss. Australian scientists have discovered a faceless deep-sea fish off Australia's east coast during a month-long expedition. The Sampling the Abyss expedition begins from Bell Bay, Tasmania, and ends in Brisbane. The investigator research vessel is equipped with multi-beam sonar that can map the structure of the seafloor. The expedition surveys the abyssal level, up to 6,000 meters deep in the ocean. Sleds, dredgers, and grabbers are deployed in order to collect samples of animals and sediment. Scientists said animals in the abyss are often small and move slowly, and many of them don't have eyes or produce their own light through bioluminescence. Scientists find O-Town. Fancy a trip to Octopus Town, Australia? Then you could be in luck. The octopus tetrachus, more commonly known as the gloomy octopus, is widely thought to be antisocial. This thinking may soon change. New research has found a site occupied by 15 of the octopuses close to Jervis Bay on Australia's east coast. Scientists observed complex social behavior in the creatures, including mating, mate defense, as well as eviction from the site and exclusion of some from the group. The study provides scientists with a deeper understanding of one of nature's most difficult to study creatures.
Bermuda's subsea twilight zone. Like the depths of space, much of the planet's oceans remain unexplored. Scientists researching waters around Bermuda and its subsea volcanic seamount have found new species of marine life. The Necton project team used special equipment including submersibles, as well as technical divers and remotely operated vehicles. The depth region they looked at is known as the rareotrophic zone. Only low amounts of sunlight reach this deep. Some media have dubbed it Bermuda's twilight zone as a result. Last year, researchers sighted a lionfish at a depth of 302 meters that's said to be the deepest observed. Water temperature at this depth was a cool 19.7 degrees Celsius. In another study, scientists also detailed a new kind of black coral fauna called Stichopaths powderlacea. This tree-like coral was sighted at 300 meters deep. Oxford University biology professor and director of the Necton project, Alex Rogers, said the discoveries are, quote, evidence of how little we know and how important it is to document the unknown frontier to ensure that its future is protected.